from this, for example, anyone who like I can send, like you can send me his address. Okay. It open. I don't know why it's remain locked. Yeah, and this is how. Let me check something here. Okay, send some. Okay. This is the address of the smart contract, and this is the to add your token into your wallet. What you do, it's you come, for example, we deploy it on Avalanche. You go on Avalanche. Let me make it. Let me expand it. Okay. You come here on Avalanche and you go on token. Once you go on token, like the way you see, I've added links, Avalanche, uh, Teach. This is also another token that I created. So what you do, you come here, you open, and you add, like you import, like for example, you add the token that you did. It comes directly with his name. So this is what we are going to do. What's the address of no? Okay, let me send it. I think this is the address of Nuno. Yeah, and if anyone have deployed, okay, thank you. Yes, yes, send it to you something. And as refresh, to show that it has reduced, but the total number remain the same. The total number doesn't reduce. Okay.
omukulu buzibu omanyi nti mbulabye bulijjo wano bulijjo siserekitinga bulijjo ndikodinga bulikodinga
I wanted to check if for any person who has created a token, I wanted to check that
nkuweno
that we have like everyone has created some token so that we go ahead and we continue working on our project until it's finished. Okay. Mhm. Yeah, you can also add it the same way that I was showing you. You can add it on your on your tokens. You click here, you import, and you add the name of the token. Yeah, yeah, you add 18. Yes, yes.
Um, the way how your token looks like, it already gave you, I don't know, 900 or they 99,000 tokens. Mine does not show that. I don't know why. 999,000.
Oh, let me. Yes, yes, we.
what do you mean that yours doesn't show Be-
Mine, when I check, I already added it to MetaMask. And when I check, like the token is called Uno, MUNO. And then the number of tokens I see less than 0.0001 Uno. I don't know why.
but I think it's that is supposed to send you because it is his token.
This is the token I made.
Oh, so if you made the token and you have less than that, I think, did you consider decimals when you are creating the token?
Yeah, the,
Yeah, I did. I don't know whether I made a mistake in the code or something. Especially when the constructor, I don't know.
sorry. When we were writing code, let me just say, this decimal, like, you're supposed to give it like a number of decimal like this times 10 power to 18. because this is equal to 18. Yes.
So it seems the mistake that I had made is after I did that properly, 10 to the power of the decimal, but on balance of message.sender now equals, I put that one with an underscore, total supply, not the total supply without an underscore.
Oh,
You think that's what spoiled the whole thing or something?
yeah. We let's continue. Let's continue by adding ban. Mr. Ban has to be private. The reason it's private is because we don't need to give it to everyone. It has to have ability of banning the token. And once it's success, it's going to give it to return a boolean. So what you're going to check is you're going to check if the person, like the amount he has, is not going to ban, like we cannot ban the token that we don't have. So we have to check if we can ban the amount that he he have on his on his wallet. If so, sorry, a bit here. Let's add the value to the value. If balance of message to sender is less of the value, we're going to revert with a message that says not enough balance. Oh, this will not work. But something that we can do, we can add here an error. Um, let's say error at. Okay. So the reason I didn't do I didn't use require get a lot of gas than if you use a custom error. Starting from the version of, I think it's 8.17, they added the customer error on Solidity. And if maybe we can check this, and we check different smart contracts, one who use this and one who use requirement, we found that the one who use the custom error doesn't consume a lot of gas fees. And also when you are writing code, it's more clear and it's more understandable than requirement. Okay, now once we did this, we're going to check again. Um, Now let's proceed, and now we can say the balance of the message that sender is going to be deducted with the value that the person has get, and from there we also going to deduct, because once it's banned is not everywhere. So what you're going to do, we are going also to deduct from the total supplier the amount that we have posted, which will be, yeah, value. Another things we are going to do, we are going to return true, because once it's done, when the person have meet all the requirements, we are going to return true. So another, let's add airdrop function. For airdrop, if you have any question, you raise up your hand. For airdrop is going to be public, because for external, since everyone can call it, and it's going to return every success. And from here, what you're going to do in on airdrop, we first have to check is we first have to do we first have to add many, like anyone that will who will want our token. What you're going to do is going to be an array and memory. We are not going to use SPR. Yeah. And also we will need the amount, because it's going to be, we are going to give to many people. Also it's going to be an array memory, and you're going to be able to give him some value. So what you're going to do here, we're going first to check if the number the length of uh, let's do like this, the length of the recipient, if it's not equal to the length of the value, so what you're going to do, you're going to revert with an error that says that invalid input. What I did, I just added this. Copy. Okay, once is that what you're going to do, we are creating a for loop. And integer, we're going to check if I is equal to 0, I is less than recipient at left. What you're going to do, it's first, it's, yes, you can.
Hello, my question is about the memory keyword. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I was wondering, what's the persistence of the data it refers to? Is it the function scope or the scope of the contract?
No, these are the people who will ask our airdrop, who will ask our token.
Yeah, so I get that, and I'm following along, but I was wondering, is that variable still accessible outside the function, or it's still within, only
No,
within,
it's
rather?
going to be accessible. It's going to be accessible outside of the.
Okay,
Yes,
got it. Thank you.
you're welcome. So let me, let me create another function. Add token. That function will need where are we going to send our token, and also the value of the amount you're going to send. We can make it public, and also it's going to return a boolean. What you're going to do on this function is going to add, let me see, for protecting ourselves so that the person that will use this function, it will be inside of our smart contract. Let's make it intern. The reason I make it intern is because I don't want to overwrite the same things you have to check or you have to do something. I want to use it as a function that will be called inside only on our smart contract. What am I going to do here? I'm going to get the balance point sender, add him the value, add him the amount that he have asked, and me see. Is the balance to sender is going to, like, we're going to add the money on the person that he has sent, and another things that we are going to do, we are going to return true. So here what you're going to do, we are going to call the add token function, and we will add this pair dot I each time, and we will give him 20 or 10 or 10. And once this is done, we are going to return true. So from this, we are going to deploy this smart contract once again. Um, yeah, is it better now? Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to do for script. We're going to locate our smart contract. That means we will focus on this part. Script. And this is the script of our smart contract. Let me just give it 1000. So what am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to, there's something that I want to show you. If you have added anything on env, maybe you can, let me just create env local and I'll show you. Okay, if I've added something on this file, for example, I can say private key, blah 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 blah. We will add RPC URL. You add. So what you do, you come here on the terminal, because you don't want every day you go to search. You like you come here, you copy your, you come here, you look, you copy your address or you do something. So what you do, you add everything needed into this, into env file. Once you are finished to add them, what you do, you on your terminal, and make sure you don't give space, because if you give space, it will not read it. It will. So what you do, you come here and you do source.env. So for example, me, I have my private key here. So this is how I can run the script. I do script for.script and script to locate this file that deploy our smart contract. and after that this is the file, and rpc URL. Let me come and be. I didn't copy this on my terminal and my, no, on my env, and I don't want to show you my private key. Oh, what's the key? Yes, myself. Okay. So what I do, I come again and I look for Fuji, which is this one, and I copy Fuji. Another place that you can get, you don't have to always use this Infura. You can use Alchemy. Alchemy can also do the same things. Let me see if I don't have here. Alchemy, not university. Alchemy dashboard. You don't have to always use this infra. You can come here on Alchemy. Alchemy gives you only 5 app. You can create an app. I think I've done this, and once you're done, you have finished to create an app. You have access to get. I think even Alchemy have more that is open for have more endpoints that can allow you to push on the blockchain. Search. Search buttons. Avalanche. Yeah. Oh, Avalanche is. So what you do, you come here, you change to Fuji, and you can up. Network. Yeah, it has comes with it has. Oh, let me see others. I don't know why it is locked, but anyway, let's use. let's use info. So private key. So here what I do, I just do private key, private key, and broadcast. Okay, you can get this. And we check. So if we come here, we can read more about our transaction, what we did. How much, like how much of gas fees we paid. And so no, this is more information about the token that we have created. So what are we going to do now? Since we have this, um, yesterday I was making a research. I can check my I can check my ABI, which is cut. Oh, let me see history. Oh, it didn't record it. Let me let me let me ask ChatGPT how we can. Uh, okay. access. Yeah. So, Foundry. So we can do forge inspect. The name of our smart contract, so we can also use this. This one will copy. It's like you will bring everything in your terminal and you have to copy. And for this, if you want to save it to as a file, you can use this. So what I'm going to do forge inspect. The name of the smart contract is this. That's yes, I think yeah, I'm on the right track. No, that's sorry. Let me copy like this and paste it here. It's, oh, let me see. Have to check the name of the smart contract that you have created. Oh, let me use this. Let me try to use this cut out. Not that so. JSON. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, so yeah. This will give us a B, like the whole ABI, the whole function, constructor value of function will come as in this ABI. So what I did, I copy. And also let me try something. I want also to try with this, with inspect. Okay, this make it easier because this one, instead of let me see. Yeah, so this instead of this one, this forge inspect, it's easier because for the one that I did before, you have to install another tools in your system, but you can use forge inspect so that it will give you a file of ABI. So what you're going to do, we're going to this one, let it remain here, and we're creating another folder. Let's create another folder that we call it front end. Let's call it client, yeah, client monocode, mono token. So for this, we are going to create a React so that we can build our front end. And yes, npx create React app. Uh, I prefer to use 18 or 18 because the latest version I always get an error, which push me always to use Vite. Yes, and I do like this. TypeScript. Is there anyone who is who is familiar with who know how to use TypeScript. Just I want a React. You can do any reaction so that I will know that we use JavaScript or we use TypeScript. Okay, okay. Let me see. Another things that we are going to use Tailwind so that Tailwind. And for the better view and to do things fast, we are going to use also ShadCN. Let me do like this. For React. And these are the two tools. And another one is Iter, npm. This one we will use the version. Let me see where it is. Yeah, get started with this. This one we will use the version 5.7.2 because it's the one that's still the new version. It still have so many bugs, which make it harder to build. You found you are debugging a lot, and yet you have to build and finish. So I'm going to check. Oh, what's happening? Yes, we are going to go together because it didn't create any react. Let me see. It has, but
Uh,
I don't.
yes, I think
It has, but I have many error.
I think
Let me see.
the stable one would have been like,
Let Vit it will be more better.
yeah, but even like version 17 or 16, from 18 there are very many errors.
Let me see if it can. Yeah, it can, but let's use Vit. Vit, the latest is using 18, but 19 still have so many bugs.
Or we can use that when you like you use dash dash force when you are like you install the dependencies and then like you say npmi, you say dash dash force or dash dash legacy peer dips. The error I think can go away.
Mm, yes. Let me try to do Vit. The good things of Vit, it's for me it's fast than and also even the latest of it use 18, but since they upgrade on 19, it's still they are still having a lot of things to do. So you will choose React, you will choose JavaScript.
There's also actually an issue with Tailwind CSS and React. I don't know. The new React they chose to go with Vite.
Yeah, I think the better way, Next.js, I don't know how they fix the issue because if you are using Next.js 15, which use React 19, it works better. I don't know how they did that, but with React, they still have to fix so many things. So we are going to let me paste this in the chat. And once this is done, I'm going to do npm install. And while installing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here and check how to install the guideline of installing. Give us some. We are installing Tailwind. I think it's only one line of one command that will bring everything, and we are going to add this plugin in vitconfig. If you are lost, you raise your hand and we so that we can help you. So I'm going to, yes, I'm going to add this. And oh, what did I do? I think, okay, this. So let's run npm run dev. First check. Wow, that's mean it has worked. Is 3, we can make it, we can give it a text read or amber 900, and I can really see amber resemble like black. Let's give it total read of 500. Yeah, yeah, it has worked. So another things I said we are going to use, let's first install let's first install this. So it's npm save or npm install. So because I was telling you that we use the version 5.7.2, which we are going to install iter version 5.7.2. And but from there we're going to install also let me see vit, yeah, Yeah, they're telling us how to create vid, how to add tailwind. So yeah, it's type because they are using TypeScript. They are telling us to use type because they are using TypeScript, as you see config.ts. But what you're going to do, we're going to walk until we reach here. You copy this link. Let me put it in the chat. By the way, I did many things I did. Did you guys follow me what I'm doing or I'm rushing?
Some of us are following, then we redo after.
Are we on the same track? Okay. Let me paste all the things that this one is needed to. After this, there is this, but into add version 5.7 to, and now uh, I'm installing this. Yeah, so new block. And let's see if I can bypass this. It about this. Let me see. Yes.
I think for the new version of Tailwind, there were some changes like the new way Tailwind is installed. I think Tailwind is already installed in the Byte app. Probably we just need to install shadcn and then it will work. Because they changed with the Tailwind version 4, which is the current one.
The problem what I'm facing, it doesn't bypass Next.js.
Okay.
I mean, let me just use like this and this. Yeah.
Oh, then I'm not sure.
Okay, let's leave this short CNN. Short CN. We are going to create everything from scratch. So what are we needed to create this? We oh my god, it's freezing. Can you hear me? Oh, okay, I came back. So what do we need to create this? First, uh, we need our smart contract address, which I think we can call it here contract address. It's going to be a string. Yeah. Here I come and I get my smart contract address. Yeah, I think this is it we need now. So the second things we are going to create, we will need to connect with. We will first need to connect with our with our wallet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a component so that we can write small code of React in a component and we connect them each other. So now this is component to hold all components. And in a component, the first things that we are going to do, we're going to create a component called wallet. Yeah, you can call it wallet component dot yeah GSX. So what do we need on GSX wallet GSX? We need first to get to create a function that we will help us to know if we really our wallet is connected. And if our wallet is connected, there are many things that will be needed. We will need to get the name of our token, the symbol, and also we need to get the balance by each account, and also the total supply, the total amount of money we have on our token. So this is how we are going to do this. I'm going to create a function called it's an async function. An async function called connect wallet. So as I said, there are many things that will be needed. So to access that and to know how to to reach on the level where we will update the state after doing something, after fetching, after this is how we are going to create some use state. The first we uh, I'm going to restart my PC because it's freezing. It's not doing the things I want on the right time.
Hello, Mr. Manuel. How is it? Alright. Who else is here? Mr. Arthur. Okay.
Akosa. I have a question on implementing. Hey, the guy is back.
Is it back?
I have a question on. No, he's leaving. I have a question on implementing the ban function. When you
Yes.
check on the blockchain explorer, the banned token as if they are sent on that wallet address over 0x0000. But when he was implementing the banned function, I didn't see him mentioning that address. Are those functions like part of the standard? Oh,
So I think that address is a standard address that where you cannot like retrieve your tokens from, Mr. Manuel.
Okay, I'm just iterating the same question, but I think in a different context. Because the whole idea of banning is to withdraw a certain amount of tokens from the supply that is within the market. So do what do I as a developer decide which wallet those tokens are sent to? And if I remove them from supply, what power do I have to refund to return them into the same market? Because ideally, the wallet you send them to, ideally doesn't have to have a private key. So is it completely eliminating the tokens from the market, or do I just store them in a certain vault that later, at my own convenience, I can retrieve them?
No, actually, that wallet, uh, it is by default. It is a default wallet. When you ban tokens, they go to that wallet and they cannot be retrieved from that wallet. Probably, if you want to increase supply, you should create your contract when it is with a mintable character. When you can mint more, you can give your tokens a capacity to mint more. But sometimes that will cause, because if for example the investors investing their token see that, they will cause it, it can cause them not to trust in the token. The reason you for banning is to make a token deflationary, like to reduce inflation, so that it increases more value. Let me say you had a billion tokens and each token was equivalent to 0. Let's say 0.001 USDC. So if you ban 100 of them, then the remaining tokens will increase in value, something like that, because the other liquidity will have remained, yet you have reduced the supply. So, and in case you have created a smart contract where you cannot print anymore, the smart contract doesn't have a provision for printing anymore. That itself could drive more belief by the investors to uh, invest in the token, which will increase its value, and then yeah, the holders benefit from it.
Okay, I get the idea. It's deflationary, and yeah, that does add value to a particular asset. But just a question: is the address to which you burn determined by the chain on which you're deploying?
Yes, it is determined as long as you write your ban function. That's how they are banned, by sending them to, it's like a non-existing a designated address for that, and they cannot be retrieved. Yeah.
So I'm a little bit inquisitive, and I have two more questions in the same regard. So one, in this case, is it determined by the layer one solution, by the chain, or the layer on which I'm actually deploying the token? And then the second question is, I don't know, is there any resource about this kind of account? Because I'm imagining if I was intending to destabilize a particular token, and I am particular probably a hacker or something, is there a possibility that I can siphon that money back into the market just to destabilize a particular token?
Okay. Any other person on that, or I continue ranting? So for me, what I do is, for example, if you write a smart, someone,
No, no, you can continue.
So what I know is that if you write a smart contract, let's say it mints tokens, then maybe you have a loophole where another address, which is not maybe the deploying address, can find to mint on your behalf to his wallet, then that is already a vulnerability. Like they can optimize on that and increase the supply. Yeah. Otherwise, on the burning address where the tokens go to, I don't think you can you can get those ones back into the saturation. But probably another person can have an input. For resources, probably Mr. Arnold can give us some links, or I will do some research because I've been speaking of paid.
Yes. And the reason, for example, if like even if you are a developer, if you are working on the project for any company, the things that they do before deploying on the mainnet, they have to include the auditor, the people who work on auditing, which means they have to track any vulnerability that is exist on this on that smart contract or that particular project that you are building, so that if they found it, it will be more better than to be like to find it when it's already on the blockchain. Because once you deploy on something and you didn't add that i- like the smart contract that you're building is going to be upgradable or is going to be like you can improve their functionality once is it there. That means you have already deployed. Someone can come and find the vulnerability and use that vulnerability to steal money or to do any harm on that particular project. That's why when you're doing a smart contract, most of the things that you have to when you're working as a Web3 developer, most of the things, especially when you're working as a smart contract developer, most of the things that you have to know, it's about testing your project. Testing, make sure that every area of the project is tested. Any function that you have built is tested, so that you will not face or you will not face you will know how to track. Maybe this function is not doing well. What I was built, what the like is not doing better than what I write it for. Yeah, yeah, that's what I can say. Yes, you can ask.
Okay, I have another question about error handling. While we were still doing code, you said the require function takes a lot of gas fees. So I was wondering, for purposes of gas fees optimization, is there a way I can run my smart contract through some kind of algorithm that can assess how I can optimize it for gas fees? Okay, of course I can go through the code line by line and change it and optimize it, but just to be more effective and efficient, is there some kind of algorithm I could use for that purpose?
Yes, when you like as I said about that, once like anytime that you are building a smart contract, the things that you have to make sure you have to reduce the gas fees, which help not only you, even the user who will come to use that smart contract. Because once, for example, if you join maybe any platform and anything that you are doing, you have to pay for it. anything that you're doing, you have to pay for it, and you have to pay much, people will lose interest on it. That's why when you are building, you have to make sure that any function that is external, you have to make it external. Any function that is internal, like that work only inside the smart contract, you have to make it internal, like so that it will not go and use other, like use more than what is it was supposed to do. For example, we talked about memory, then memory and the storage, which also push, if something is deployed on smart contract, meaning like has to, you have to pay some gas. But when it's in the memory, mean like it's a something that we work for a short time,
Okay.
but we
Oh, sorry.
mm,
Yeah. My other question is still in that regard. What factors what are the most essential things that I should consider for purposes of optimizing for gas fees? You've talked about memory, that's very understandable, because I can imagine storage is that chain that persists on chain requires some gas fees, but memory wouldn't. But are there other things that I can put into consideration while I'm optimizing my smart contract for gas fees?
y- yes, they are, like, let me see, like the way I was saying, it's not only that, and also the way that they are improving the smart contract, there are things that they are changing. The way they are improving solidity, there are things that they are changing. The same way that the customer era was not existing, the solidity before, I think before 17. Yeah, I think it's before 17 was not there. So meaning like everyone have to use required. So once someone comes in with an idea, like let's see how we can reduce. So meaning one era will be, you can use it in different ways, in different place, which makes, and also instead of using required, you use, it's like you use like you say, like if this doesn't work, bring this, revert, stop it there, or bring this error. Instead of the smart contract, go and run, see if that thing is required. If this thing it doesn't meet, it has like it has to throw an error. And most of the time you find, every time that you are writing a, a requirement, it has to check and has to bring, you have to write a new syntax, a new vocabulary of a language, how you want that error to be implemented. Yes. So we're going to continue. Yes, yes.
Mine is a quick concern with that final method that you added, the send to method after putting the ban method. That send to method seemed to add tokens to the account without having any considerations of the allowance and where the tokens coming from. Like it only had an account receiving tokens, and the account was getting the tokens after the function has run, without knowing where they are coming from, and whether it keeps the token stable.
Okay, you mean this part here?
Yeah, the add tokens method.
Okay, let me check. Yeah. The reason I didn't use RMS is because it's only the owner of the smart contract that can run this this function, which means is two and the value. If maybe I could say from another person, there I will have to allow to check like the same way that I did on this transfer from, meaning I have to check where the token at, and also I have to allow the value of that token. Yes,
What I don't get is with all the other methods that were transferring tokens,
yes.
they made sure that the total supply was never exceeded. That is by I'm thinking of a scenario where the total supply is somewhere, like it is in saturation, and then that add tokens method is used to just inflate the economy with inflate the market with more tokens. Is that a threat?
Maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. Let me see. Yes, owners of.
And also like think internal is only accessed internally. For example, functionality tokens, internal returns. So maybe the author of the smart contract is done that can add more tokens because it
But
cannot.
still, he could add tokens without a right reason. Like
Yeah,
you can
Yeah,
add tokens just
yeah.
to
that
increase the amount of tokens that you have.
that's very true. That's what he wanted. So that's why, like on smart contracts, when you deploy, you verify it. So when you verify, like the people who are maybe investing in it, they look through your code. So as an owner, maybe he wants to put the token out there, and when people pick up, then he brings in more supply. More supply will give him the token might not work as the investors thought, but he's getting more money out of it. It's like printing money. So this is actually what USDC does. USDC keeps printing, but we use it. So because
Oh, that's what.
as a peg, it is inflationary. The US dollar is inflationary. So as a peg, as the US prints more, they also keep printing.
That is exactly what I wanted to like. What I wanted to push. I thought it could cause an issue, but if there is a kind of token that requires this kind of feature, then
I
this could
think
be some sort of means.
Yeah.
I
So
think for some reason it can bring an issue because once maybe you give it to someone or any other person, he can maybe use it for, yes.
but I also don't think another person can be able to mint more because the function itself is internal. So that means that the person who can access it is
The owner of the
the
smart
owner of
contract.
the deployer.
Yes, Manuel.
Yeah. On the issue of stable coins, I was wondering, what what would you say is the actual difference, the actual technical difference between a stablecoin and a CBDC?
Um, yes, I have maybe an answer. Are they CBDCs on steroids? But a stablecoin is a peg. Is a peg to a currency. So, but a CBDC is a currency that has been, yeah, that has been created. So it's a CBDC is, let me say, US dollar can be a CBDC, and a stablecoin is a peg to it. Because what makes it a CBDC is central banks. So if central banks have gotten a way to control its supply, maybe they have devalued the paper money, and then they have control of its supply, and then what you should do, maybe they put in systems which can stop you from using it for certain thing, then it's a central bank digital currency. But stablecoin is one that is like minted on chain, on the blockchain, yet pegged to a CBDC. And for the fact that blockchains have these tokens that are not deflationary, which have accountability. If it is inflationary, people can know it is inflationary. If it is deflationary, people can know. So that's why these blockchain tokens tend to gain more value, because there is some kind of control. But if it is just pegged, then they can mint as long as banks are minting or printing. Yeah, I can say they are inflationary. Thank you.
Yes.
Arnold, I had a question about the ban function. When I use the blockchain explorer,
Mm.
usually when transaction level does ban, they are sending to 0x0000 to that address, that 0x00 address. And I'm wondering keyword that will trigger the other event on the chain that we see sending to 0x00, over this one works differently from the other functions.
What do you mean? You tried it out and it sent you on 00.
No, most ban transaction I see as if they are
Mm.
sending to zero to that address of 0x0000. Does this one work differently? Because I didn't hear you mention about that address.
Or like this one, what it does, it check it check first if the balance is not if the balance is less than the value, meaning if if the balance is less than the value, it has to bring like not enough. And what it does, the value, it removes from first from the person, like from the balance of the, because once you deploy that smart contract, all the money will come on your, like it's like you who have created that amount. So what it does, it removes from the person who created this smart contract, and again, not only remove on the person, it also remove on the total, like on the total. It doesn't work with like sending your zero on any address.
So the question that follows is, where does that value that is removed goes? Can it be reverted maybe brought back, or is
Mm.
just in the void and can't be accessed.
It's like you are destroying it. Burn, it means like you're destroying it.
So you mean another function similar to that, but for adding, can be used for adding more in supply.
Yes, you can create a function that allow you to add more in supply, but I think though, like something that makes something great is because they it's not usual, something that is not always there. For example, I can say like Bitcoin has more coin than any than more coins that we have, but is the most popular. Why? Because yes, it's more. Yes, it has more coin. It has, I think, 12 million coin, but people need it because it's rare. It's not something that everyone can get it. So once you create a function that create like can add more coin, it's and you can add more coin, meaning like you keep printing money. It's like you keep printing. Yes, that can also work, but to make sure that your coin will always have value, you have to limit it. This is what I created for, and if it meet this, this is what will remain there, so that if it becomes more, it will lose value. But if it becomes less, meaning it's like it's a small with a high people who need it, meaning the more people will need it and yet it's small, will like it will make it increasing value. I don't know if Vianney can help me on this.
I think yeah, you've talked the right reason. So just imagine your smart contract has a function to print more, and these smart contracts are reviewed. When you deploy it and you verify it, everyone will see that your smart contract has capacity to print more. That alone will make people lose faith in your smart contract or in your token. And as long as people are not willing to put in more liquidity or to buy the token, then and then maybe it doesn't have other utilities, then it will lose value automatically. So maybe it could be a gaming token, I don't know, something like that. Depends on the
Yeah.
functionality.
So I think we can continue. So what we're going to do, we're going to write some statement, take some set provider. We need to know. Another, we're going to create sign, person who is signed. We're going to add it to none. I think let me write it to you while you're seeing it in the smart contract, and there I will come and I will try to explain what is needed to create and how is it needed to create. So this is an async function. What we are going to do, we are going to try and catch here before the everything we are going to see is it connected. So we create a state that will help us to see if it's connected. Yeah, we're going to set it to true. And let's edit from here. Set this false. So from here, what you're going to do, you're going to get the account. Window that Ethereum dot request, and we will check the method. This is a function for request account. And once we open Ethereum, we request the account on Ethereum. What we do, we are going to call a new it we have created, and on it we need provider, and from provider will be needed web3 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 provider, which will connect with our Windows. So what we are going to do, we are going to connect our signer, meaning we are going to get this to provide the provider and connected it with we get the person that has connected with the smart contract. It's signed, and once that is done, we will check the smart contract and we check the ABI. Let me see ABI. it will be easy. So we get the token contract with new. We're going to call eta, and eta is we're going to call the contract, which is this one. And from the contract will be needed address, like the same way that is showing here, the address of the contract, which we have, which we wrote it. Let me see. I think we wrote it here. Yeah. We need this first. After this, we need ABI, and after ABI, we will need this eta signer. And the things that will be remaining is to assign everything. Set provider with its provider, set signer, excuse me, here I make a mistake because we cannot say that it's connected when the person is starting to sign. It will not make sense. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to call it to update the and I'm going to create another for contract const set contract is statement is state and let's also create another one that will help us to set the wallet. Let's see. Yes. Wallet address. Set wallet. set address. So what we are going to do, we are going to get the first in array. And once everything is done, that's where we are going to set connected is true. Set connect is true. So another thing that we want here, we want to get the name, the symbol, the supply, the balance. Um, what we can do here, we can say const token name, set token name, which is a string, uh, to also set token symbol, set token symbol, which is also a string. So this is how we once we have finished to fetch this smart contract, we are going to fetch the details of the token. So do const name is equal to await token contract, and we check what we have inside our smart contract. Of get or so we don't have this function, but what we have name. We didn't create them. We have name and symbol. Oh wait, let me come and I try and show you. So we don't have those other function, but we have name and symbol.
Why does it look like you're calling them like functions?
The reason I did like this is because I want to access them.
I'm talking about the parentheses.
Yes, call them like a function so that I can access their functionality. Or otherwise, what I can do, I can come here, but we have to deploy it again. If you find if you found you don't have gas fees, you can let me know and I add you some. Say get name. Say public. Let me give it. It's an external view, and we return as a string. Memory. So return name function get symbol. Name and symbol. And also we can access the total supply. Oh, it's not a string. Another things that will be needed here, it will be the balance, get balance. If someone have sent or have done anything, so this balance. Message that sender. So now we'll be getting one by one and reset it. Let's add one. This number. Good. Let me set it to a number. Don't have to be 9. Yeah. Now to make sure that we are going to get an exactly number that we needed, we have to fetch it from the iter. What we are going to do is iter dot utility dot former, because we want a former of like a number, not and also we are going to set it on 18, which means we want it as a number, a real number, like without a lot of zero or without x. The same like here. Yes. I hear it. So this function it's about connecting your wallet. So what you're going to do, we let me see, let me see. And, now what you're going to do, you're going to call this function here, so that first we can see what you're working on. Okay. Since we didn't add the C# CNN, we are going to write all our code from scratch. Um, let's first give it like the middle one. Like it be in the middle, not putting it all aside. We don't give it a full width, but we give it a width that is going to make it come in the middle, but with a good width that will be able to not to fill a hole, but to remain in the middle of our screen. Uh, that's why I add this auto. um, Space my phone. And from this one, we get the surface that we have inside, and we are going to separate some with let me see if we can run it and do two things while seeing it. Let me first remove some error space between item center. Let's give it two, and from it, I give it data plus the token name. Oh, So here we are going to check, is it connected? If it's connected, then we give it a small class. We display the wallet address. Otherwise, uh, let me not focus too much on styling so that I can do things fast and we see something that is coming out. Connect wallet. So here I'm going to do is connected. Yes. No. So uh, so now we can connect and we are going to share a small message, or we're going to share a small message if someone is not connected. cancel this so that it will not print a lot of error. So if someone is not connected, we're going to create a div. Yes.
Is that sorry? Is that div for when someone is connected or when someone is not connected? Because I would imagine the first
Oh,
logical response would be
sorry. Yeah, I think it's this is for someone which who is connected. But let me.
okay. Yeah,
Thank you.
that's makes
Thank you. Thank you for. If someone is not connected, we see a div. Yeah, flex, flex color. So first we call this button here. With this header. No, let me use this so that I will change the text. Connect your wallet. Yes, with otherwise. what I did, I disabled the unused variable because it was displaying error, and it was only because the unused variable. I just disable it. So the other things that you need is we before we start calling other function, we will need to see if we can really get the token, we can really get the like everything that is we we need everything that we have already said on partic- on these parts here. We can get the address account. I don't think that is needed now, but so what you're going to do, we're going to just rating. Let's get make it we say token information, and the token information what we need it's like we need to balance, we need to know let me give this a flex colon so that it will not look flex colon space y 6. So from this, what you're going to do, you're going to give it a div. A div is going to have all those elements, flex, justify item between item center and let's say your balance and with your balance let's first pass pass float get the balance, and since we don't want a lot of zero behind, let me give it 3 0 and name of the token symbol, and then on the other side flex let me copy this and change to the supply and here I'm going to only change to the supply. So now let's see This is the message that come when persona is not connected. So, and these are the information is fetching 0. Let's check. Instead of giving a number, let's try to give it a string. Next number.
on the total supply, isn't it status.utils dot, is it pass int, or instead of
Yes.
instead of
Oh, sorry. I've added this function, but they are not called on the blockchain because they don't exist there. That's why you see there is no even a symbol even here. Sorry. Let me first deploy it again. Oh, oh yeah, it's understandable. Okay, now I'm going to off. It didn't save forge aspect. me check again how I accessed it. So I go through the API. Oh, API. Get the access to something. Does that print anything? check if I can access the smart contract. This- It's not attending. Meaning the error is between. Let me check something. Let me use a and see where the error is. If it's the
kubyetagisa. Huh? Type your speed. They don't get to go.
Okay, it's not.
Eyo yaalikomyewo ntya oba si kyekyo nafuna wakumpinga koodi na pasting. Banaye Arthur oba Arthur yakakozesa laptop tavaako.
Let me take time and debug this because I'm getting an error and I'm not seeing where is it coming from. Let me see. Let's see.
Could you share your source code probably in Telegram?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, just that. Oh, okay, just that file. The front end.
The front end.
Yes. think his internet has gone off. So, Mr. Manuel, how do we debug?
I'm still learning, so I don't think I can be of help in this one.
You better resume tomorrow. But yeah, it is awesome. It is awesome.
Yeah, but I think it's best because right now our minds are exhausted, and I don't know, but that's what I think.
Okay, Arnold is back. So,
I thought I was speaking, saying like I'm going to try to fix the error. I'm going to continue working here and check if I can fix it. But I know I'm going to fix it. So once it's done, I'm going to share this repo. I shared it yesterday. It's on Telegram, and I think let me stop just a little bit and come back after to do it.
abasajja baagala tandika nkyatufiirako bafiire. Ah, yandisose n'atukomerawo enkya.
Oh, guys, let me share my screen. I was trying to see if I can access it, and I think I mixed smart contract. Maybe I used the one that doesn't have the right API. What I did, I came here, I get the first one from my wallet, the latest smart contract deployed, and I managed to fetch the amount of money, and also the name of the tokens, maybe to continue, and finish with the front end. I think in 1 hour tomorrow we'll be working on this and finish with the front end. This code I'm going to deploy them to push them on GitHub. The error was just I was using different, like an API different API, the API for the previous smart contract. Yeah. Thank you so much for waiting. That I think always when I meet such small such kind of small error, which all each find like it take time. I'm I'm always say that this is the life of developer. You make a small mistake, it take you hours. Yeah. Otherwise, see you guys. Have a blessed evening.